Oh, for some reason that has opened on the on the left-hand monitor. That's super unhelpful. I'm not entirely sure why it's programmed to do that. Can I change it? Okay. Start new game. I know nothing about this game. I'd not heard of it until today. This is a story of a boy who lived through an era of joy and prosperity. One day he was nowhere to be found and he was forgotten in the rivers of time. Doesn't sound very joyful or prosperous to me. In the olden days, Madatek City was once rich with prosperity, but one night it met a terrible destruction from an unknown source. This gave birth to the elemental malice, which affected the city's environment and its people. In the midst of chaos, a young boy named Zubok showed courage and wanted to eradicate the malice. He journeyed to the depths of the city in hopes for answers, but the city had many secrets to unfold, and not all secrets were in Zubok's favour. That's a nice premise. Okay, Gibbon's Exordium. Ooh, we glow. Wow, that's very small. Bandits are everywhere in the city. Can't believe I'm still alive. I hope I find some clues on the next village. I've to stop this malice outbreak, otherwise we're all doomed. Okay, we get double jump straight off the bat, and immediately the animation feels a little bit iff. Running is fine. Jumping feels very heavy. No wall jumping. Square is attack. Circle is dodge, but there's a cooldown on it. Triangle does nothing except interact. Right trigger or R2 for bow. Clicking the sticks does nothing. Start button brings up a variety of bits and pieces. So far, quite basic. Select. I'm assuming that's an actual map. Jump and double jump. Potion. Look for potions around Madison City. Press R3 to use a potion. You can carry up to 3. Okay, so we've got our ecstasy flasks. Right. Can we jump onto ladders? We can, but we cannot jump off ladders. That's going to need some work. Duck. Drop down while ducking. That's all good. Yeah, the jump feels very heavy. Especially in comparison to the slide. Map. Map. Camera pan. Right stick. Very slow to respond. Yes, I'm guessing that this is quite early in the development process. Maybe a Kickstarter demo. Don't know. Crystaka is a type of mineral that awakens one's true potential. So that's our soul's currency. That's a wall that we can just walk through. This looks like an epigraph. Something is written on it. So we've got an epigraph. Ratagul was once the Amazon. It was an evergreen mystical forest. I really dislike... Can I bring up a cursor? No, I can't. The and symbol, the ampersand, in writing, that's not how you use an ampersand, frankly. It was one of the evergreen mystical forests and AND, one of the major sources of fresh water. You know, you use ampersands in very specific circumstances, and that is not one of them. I know I'm being pedantic as an English teacher, but, you know, this fire could benefit from having a little bit more different textures. And also, it looks like it's got kind of blackness in the background. Our sword has a ridiculously short range. Enemies have to basically be base to base with us in order to use. Couldn't tell whether that was actually going to block our path or not. It doesn't. Does that mean that... Okay, there are two pathways. Save progress. So these are our bonfires. We need loads to actually learn skills, so... A skull-shaped key is needed to unlock this gate. How do you know it needs a skull-shaped key? Also, the perspective is off on the gate. The gate's perspective makes it look like it's supposed to be kind of three-dimensional, and yet the actual ground here is just flats. So we've got a mishmash of styles. Also, the fact that the main character's legs are outlined in black, but there's no black anywhere else in the level, except in rare circumstances. For example, the corner here, they've missed out a part of the tile map. Anyway, I'm being very nitpicky. It's just those kind of weird little things that I notice. Yeah, this feels a little bit like a kind of demo project almost. You know, somebody making a game for the first time. Which is fine. Not an issue. Just that's what it feels like. Secrets. Yeah, the fact that we can stun lock enemies to death is odd. Looks like enemies don't have contact damage either. Oh. Game over. Huh. Well, that's an interesting one. As I said, I'm not spending too much time on these demos. Let's take a look at, if we can, the store page for DurDanto. Let's see what kind of things that they are working on. Release date 2022. Okay. A pixel art metroidvania game where you play as Zubak in a fallen city with beautiful pixel art environments while facing different enemies. Yeah, see, facing different enemies and different environments isn't a selling point for a metroidvania. That should be a given. This doesn't feel like something that's a 22 release. Frankly, this feels like something that's quite early. It looks quite early in development. And to be honest, I wouldn't describe it as beautiful. It's quite basic from what I've seen in the demo. Good retro musics, 4 different sorcery modes, Metroidvania themed gameplay and level design, roguelike style dungeon areas while rooms are randomized. Ooh, no, that's no. No. Unlock skills by defeating enemies, mana-based spells that give fatal blows, unique bosses that will test your wits. My wits? What, how intelligent I am? Yeah, I mean, this game is made in Unity. I'm pretty certain this game is made in Unity. because I think I recognise that from the Unity Asset Store. Yeah, I'm not super sold on this, frankly. I appreciate the efforts, but I think it's got some. I mean, this is a kind of hideous looking map. I mean, the icon for our character is very, very pixely. It looks. There's some nice assets here. Yeah, the parallax is nicely done and stuff. But the jumping feels very, very heavy. The black outline around our legs, but not the rest of us, seems very out of place and makes it too noticeable. It feels like something, and if you take a look at the UI design in the top left-hand corner as well, some things have got a double pixel around, some things have a single pixel around. It just feels like it feels like the demo or the game that I was putting together when I was faffing around over the summer holiday with the Corgi engine. It's got that kind of nab bits and pieces from elsewhere, asset store things, just to learn how to make a video game. This feels like a project that needs a lot more work than we're releasing within the next 3 months type thing. Although, to be fair, if you can get away with it and people pay for it, that crouch animation, his feet slide as well. That's obviously the first frame of a sliding animation rather than a dedicated crouch animation. Yeah, it just feels like a project rather than a game. So I've got mixed feelings. I don't think this is something I would pay for, frankly. But, there's potential here. Unify the art assets and stuff. Get the UI looking right. Fix the feel of the jump, which feels very, very meh. Yeah. Give it another 12 months to work on, and this might be something. But it is something, but it's not something that I think I would pay for. Onwards to the next game. Methinks, does this quit out the game entirely? Or does it take us back to the... Oh, at least it takes us back to the title screen. Yeah. The very fact, actually, the title itself is not in the same pixel art style as the rest of the stuff. Is like, there's a mismatch of design ideas here. And that, for me, is a bit of an issue. As I say, onwards to the next game.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.